Hey, hi, how you doing? Video's probably going to be a little bit shaky because I don't have my little selfie stick. Quality production. Oh, coming to you live through the power of the internet. Really cloudy today. Probably gonna, well, it is. It's gonna storm tomorrow. But I've got a project I got to do today. I don't know if I'm gonna film it all, but I'm gonna film some of it. And so yeah, we're gonna get started. Just want to give you a quick update. The wife's back home out of the hospital. Everything's fine. She's not feeling great. She's still having trouble breathing. She had a bout of pneumonia because of the tooth that went into her lung. And she still isn't quite over it. She hasn't got much strength or breath. So she's just going to take it easy and kind of point and, you know, basically tell me what to do. So that's what we're going to do. Wanted to show you just a few things before I get started. Probably not going to film the whole thing. I'm just probably going to, you know, pop in here and there. I tell you, I don't see how people are building houses with the price of lumber. It's crazy. I got 1, 2, and 2 on the other side, so that's 2 8-foot 2x6s. Treated now, treated, so you know that's a couple, $2 or $3 extra. $70, $70 for 4 boards. Yeah, 4 boards. Crazy. Then I got several bags of mulch, like 8 bags, I think. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. So anyway, and some paving stones, because we are going to attempt to build a greenhouse. Now, my wife and I have argued about where we want to put it at. And as usual, you know, she wins. So whether I want it there or not, that's where it's going. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put together one of these prefab little, I think it's 6x8 greenhouse. Now, I went back and forth on it. Do I want to build my own? Or do I want to get a prefab? Last year, you know, we built like the hoop house with the plastic over the roof, and it worked out fine for what it was. But kind of want something that we can leave up year round, and that plastic, unless you buy the real expensive plastic, doesn't seem to last, you know, more than a season. So, and the greenhouse plastic is pretty expensive. And that's kind of where we're at on deciding if we want to build one or go with the prefab is, you know, the cost. As I was telling you a while ago, I bought 4 8-foot 2x6s and they were $70. Stuff is expensive. I bought this prefab for, I want to say, somewhere around $450, $500. So it's not cheap, you know, but it's not super expensive to where if I was going to build one, a 6x8 by this size, it was going to be, you know, right at the same price, if not a little higher. So I went with the prefab, and I think it should hopefully work out. The only things that we've read on the reviews is they're really hard to put together because the instructions they're either not really much instructions there, or the print's so small you can't read it. I don't know, because I haven't opened the box. I've just wrapped it in a tarp, thrown it out in the yard to keep it from getting wet. Now, I'm a little bit leery about putting it together today. However, I am a procrastinator. And if I don't get on it, it ain't going to get done. I'm just going to kick it till next weekend. But we do have storms for tomorrow, and they are calling for some hail and high winds, so it's probably pretty stupid to put a greenhouse together today. But next weekend, it's supposed to be back down to 25 degrees, so it's either do it when it's nice and comfortable short sleeve weather, or do it next weekend when it's really cold. Or if you see what I'm saying, you keep putting it off, It is springtime, the weather's never going to be great. It's always going to be windy, and it's always going to be raining usually. So we're just going to get started. That's all I know to do. And so yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're fixing to get started. I may not film all of us putting it piece by piece and all that, but I'll try to pop in and take a few shots of putting some stuff together. Another thing that's weird is my little pond that's really ducky. It's nasty, but Tucker likes to play in it and stuff, and it's full of leaves from the fall. I didn't rake them out this time, and it almost dried up over the winter, and we had some really cold days over the winter. But I come out here a while ago, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I've got goldfish. I've got goldfish that have lived through the winter. This thing was dried up. I don't know. I don't understand. You can't kill them. You cannot kill them. I have not bought goldfish, but I have over a dozen goldfish out there in that pond that winterized, however you want to say it. That's what they done. Look, I'm going to go. I got to get this thing going before the storm gets in here. So we'll be piecing this video together, and we'll catch you guys in a little while. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, hi, how you doing? So, finished the greenhouse last weekend. You know, I told you it was gonna storm that weekend, so I really didn't want to do it that weekend, but it was gonna storm, or wait till this weekend, which is the next following weekend, and it was gonna snow. So, hey, it's in March. What can you say? It's Arkansas. You never know what it's gonna do. One weekend it's 60 degrees and storming. Next weekend it's 31 and snowing. But I wanted to look at the greenhouse here. Got her done. We'll step inside a little bit. Still got to build some shelves. The window was the hardest thing to put together. Now, when we bought this, we looked at all kinds of different ones and different reviews to try to figure out what we wanted. We settled on this one. It is a, I'm going to say it wrong, Paloram or something like that. It's a 6x8, I believe. It had good reviews. The only thing that was bad on it was they said the instructions were hard to follow. And I will tell you this, I like it. But they weren't kidding. The instructions were hard to figure out and hard to read. If I hadn't have had my youngest son here to help me with them, and it'd probably been a lot harder than what it was. It's just the simple fact that there's no words in the instructions. It's just pictures. And for guys, I realize you like books with pictures and no words. I understand that. But when you're trying to figure out which side is the back side, the front side of some of these metal pieces, it would be nice to have some words. And the other thing, if you ever get one of these, to let you know ahead of time, some of the hardest things I'm assuming that people had trouble with, I know we did, was the fact that a lot of these things, it's just nuts and bolts. You put all these little metal pieces together with nuts and bolts. And where you make your mistake is you tighten them up when you first put them together. You think, oh, well, I need to tighten these up. No, you do not. Do not tighten them up. Just get them hand tight or loose, a little bit loose, because they'll, in 2 or 3 steps ahead in the instructions, you're going to put something in behind that bolt and then tighten it down. So all these little things, for example, this, you put this outside piece together and then this piece has to come over the top of it later on. So you have to, you know, it's just a little complicated, but I really like the way it turned out. Now all we have to do is build some shelves. And I think I'm going to drill a little hole in the bottom and run an extension cord in here so she can put a little heater, a little electric heater in here. Pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. But other than that, it turned out really good, I thought. We need to do a spring cleanup out here, but you know, who doesn't need to, right? But no kidding, the night we got this finished, it came a storm. And I'm talking tornado warning, run for shelter storm. In fact, we went next door and got into the storm cellar that night because there was a tornado or straight line winds that come through here. It was windy and rained really hard. And I figured when I got back home, this little thing would be, you know, 3 miles that way through the woods, but it wasn't. It was stable. I really figured the window would blow off because it does have some gaps in it. That was not my construction. It just comes like that with gaps. So I'm going to have to do some silicone around that, or I'm sure it'll leak. But yeah, it stayed together. I couldn't believe it. Throughout the wind and the rain and the storm, and she stayed together, so I'm proud of that. I was afraid we just spent a lot of money, put a bunch of Legos together, and it would get blown away, but it did make it. And then this weekend, of course, we get snow. So I could either put it together before the storm or put it together in the snow. I think I picked right. because I didn't want to be working out here in this. And the snow is beautiful, it's pretty, but I'm really ready for spring. I'm ready to be the pickle picker. Ready to be the pickle picker. So I think I'm going to upload this video now. I've got some shots. It's not a very long video, I'm sure, but I'm going to get in the house before I can't get up the stairs. And I may get back out and make another video, you know, of me, I don't know, cleaning the stairs off. Oh, I better get the eggs. Let's go get the eggs. Look at here. You girls, y'all don't want nothing to do with that snow neither, do you? No, sir. Oh, I only got 3 today. Only got 3 today. You are slacking. You're slacking. Slacking, ain't they, Tucker? Yeah, they're slacking. I tell you, quality production there, folks. Folks, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get in the house. I don't know, may make some snow cream later. You folks enjoy your weekend. God bless you, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.